I'm Ted Keys in Pasadena, California. Welcome to my Tuesday conference call, a free, high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing freight agents. Go to tedkeysonline.com for complete call information. Then join us weekly to see new, serious, struggling, and experienced sales professionals move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. So watch my recorded call topic highlighted there on your screen right now. Then go to tedkeysonline.com and hear more podcasts, read more blog posts, watch more videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. Enjoy watching and applying my Tuesday conference call. Hello and welcome to my Tuesday conference call. Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This is a free high-powered meeting I hold live every Tuesday for top producing freight agents at 2 p.m. Pacific time and 5 p.m. Eastern time. On the call today, as usual, I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to truly explode your freight business today. When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store, you'll see a host of products that are available for you. The first one you'll see is my flagship product written by me. It's my Freight Sales Success Guide. This is typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. If you don't have a desire to join our office, this is certainly available for you. But when you do, I do provide this free of charge when you join our highly productive office. Next product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Quotes. My quotes will get you going every day. They provide motivation to assist you in getting on the phone and connecting with the marketplace. Next product you'll see there is my Freight Sales Success Skills. These skills will, again, provide that motivation required. They come in video form. They provide those little itty-bitty skills that are required to be successful in this profession. And you'll also see my Freight Sales Success Training. Again, it's a product composed of a number of videos, 17 in total, that will take you from knowing little or nothing about moving freight to covering your first load and beyond. All those products available for sale at my Freight Sales Success Store today. And while you're there taking in all this free information on my website, on any page you happen to be on, just go over to the right, enter your contact details. Again, if you haven't done that already, just by doing that, you're first of all going to get on my contact list to receive emails for this and every call. By doing that, you'll also receive the free attachments that I provide on each and every call. And just as a free gift, just for opting in, I do provide this tremendous report, my free report, 11 Ways Freight Agents Will Increase Their Income. This report here has been downloaded thousands of times before. And if you have any questions about the call today, whatever I went over, or more specifically, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? Again, this is just an example of the type of training that I provide for you. Then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. Today's training topic is why getting up early is the best thing that you can do. Let me say that one more time. Why getting up early is the best thing that you can do. And it's not just for this profession. It's why you should do this in life, because you're going to find out real quickly that by getting up early, you're going to be so much more productive in life, and certainly in this profession. So for those of you that are on my contact list, just go to any one of those email invites that I sent you today, again, for being on my contact list. And we're going to go over again with those free attachments that you get, why getting up early is the best thing that you can do in life for really anything that you do. Now, this is typically a topic that I go over around the first of the year, and this is no different as you can see we're approaching the first of the year. But I mean, consider this a resolution, but not only a resolution, but actually do it. Okay, actually take these guidelines and actually put them into production, because you're going to see that when you do this, you're going to be so much more productive in life. So let me just explain why getting up early is the best thing that you can do. So today there's more goals keeping us up late than ever before, and let's face it, that is true. Whether it's work, relationships, or side projects, more and more individuals unfortunately are tweeting at 2 a.m. and instead of 7 a.m. when they should be doing that. There's hundreds of blogs available on the internet referencing studies that talk about getting up early is the right thing to do and how becoming an early bird will lead you to success. However, most individuals feel that working late and sleeping in is just plain easier to do. Have you read any of those blogs but still struggle to get up early? Well, it's time to commit now, and I say now, to waking up early. Being an early bird, again, that's what I'm going to refer to those folks that get up early. Being an early bird, it's challenging. I mean, I've been doing this since I was a child, growing up on a farm in Wisconsin. So you can imagine, I got up early. I'm used to this. But studies show the benefits far outweigh the struggles. So here's why getting up early is the best action that you can perform to start your day as a successful freight sales agent. Let me talk about the first reason. The first reason why getting up early is the best thing that you can do is that early birds are more productive. Early birds are more productive. Those individuals that get up early, they're just plain more productive. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, did you know that there's a best time of day for your brain? That's the main reason why you get up early, or one of the main reasons is it's for your brain. Mornings are when our brains are firing on all cylinders and we reach maximum productivity. When you identify your most difficult task and tackle it in the morning, you're more likely to get it done. Again, this is proven over and over again. So go ahead, just swallow that frog. Just make sure it's one of the first things that you do in the morning when you get up. So first reason is that early birds are much more productive than the rest of society. Second reason to get up early is that early birds, they're just flat out more successful. They're just more successful. Again, it doesn't matter what you do, whether you're a husband, whether you're a wife, whether you're a successful freight sales agent, early birds are just flat out more successful. And there's evidence that early risers are just flat out better at their professions, as I talked about earlier. Laura Vanderkam, she's the author of What the Most Successful People Do for Breakfast. She studied dozens of people and found that the ones experiencing the highest career successes were committed to an early morning get up and get at it attitude. So the second reason why you've got to get up early is that early birds are just flat out more successful. If your desire is to become a successful freight sales agent, you've got to develop the habit of getting up early every single day. Third reason to get up early is because early birds, they just have more time in the day. Let me say that again. They just have more time in the day. By getting up early, you gift yourself more time in the day to accomplish those most important goals that you set for yourself. Now, Chris Winfield refers to these morning hours as extra time, and in reality, they are extra time. For me personally, I use that extra time to contemplate. I use it to read my Bible. I use it for prayer time. I mean, that's just one of the things that I do with my extra time in the morning. And these are the hours you would have spent sleeping, okay, but now can use to be more productive. You just produce more value out of your 24 hours by getting up early. So again, the third reason to get up early is because you have more time in the day. Fourth reason to get up early is because early birds, they catch a short nap whenever it's required. I mean, this is plain and simple. I mean, if you're dragging a little bit at noon or 2 o'clock and the phone's not ringing, well, just catch a little nap, because early birds have more time in their day. They can always catch a short nap in the middle of their day if and when they require it. That's just a known fact. So fourth reason is early birds, they catch a short nap when it's required. I mean, plain and simple. Fifth reason why you should get up early is because early birds are they're just flat out happier. I mean, they've just got a great attitude overall. And while there are some theories, okay, that night owls have more fun, okay, again, that's just a theory, guys. A multitude of studies say that early birds are, in fact, happier overall. In fact, one study found that early birds are generally happier because they're able to get more done in a given day than their night owl counterparts. And we've learned that being happier also results in being more productive. I mean, that's just the way it is. If you're going to be happier, you're going to be more productive. How do you become more happier? By getting up earlier. According to another study from the Social Market Foundation and the University of Warwick Center for Competitive Advantage in the Global Economy, happy employees, happy individuals in their own profession, owner-operators, whatever it is, self-employed individuals are on average 12% more productive than less happy employees. Now that's a virtuous cycle we can all get behind, and wouldn't you agree? So the fifth reason to get up earlier is because early birds they're just plain happier. Just have a better overall attitude and outlook on life. Sixth reason why you get up early is because early birds, they set better long-term goals. Early birds, believe it or not, set better long-term goals. And here's why, guys. Here's why. The reason is, and again, it's a study from a biologist. His name is Christoph Randler. He found that early birds are better at setting long-term goals. Now, how did he do this? Well, he surveyed 367 students and discovered early risers agreed more with the phrase, I spend more time identifying long-range goals for myself, and I feel in charge of making things happen than late risers do. Good enough for me, guys? Again, the sixth reason is that early birds, they just set better long-term goals. Seventh reason why you should get up early, why I get up early, is because early birds, they're just more persistent and they're more agreeable. Early birds, I'll say it again, are more persistent and they're more agreeable. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll start out by again quoting another study by the same guy, this guy named Christoph Randler. He found that early risers are more persistent, okay? They're more cooperative, they're more agreeable, and they're more proactive than individuals that stay up late. And let's face it, when you get up early, it shows your commitment to the profession. That's just the way it is. In our industry, in our profession, freight decisions, freight negotiations, most of them take place in the early part of the day. I mean, for me, it's 6 to 7 a.m. Now, I get going at 5 a.m., and that's because I deal with individuals on the East Coast that, hey, if it's 5 a.m. here, it's going to be 8 a.m. there. But anyway, these traits, they also assist you to get up, get more done when you're working, because you're less likely to give up on a task and more likely to ask for assistance when you're stumped. Guys, with all this data in mind, making the case for becoming an early bird, I mean, it's easy, right? I mean, it makes sense. I just explained everything to you. However, on the other side, how about getting up earlier every day? Well, now that's a more challenging task. I mean, I can say get up earlier every day, but to actually do it is a whole different ballgame. So Here's a fact. Here's a great fact. Remember that forming a new habit, all right, write this down if you have something available. Forming a new habit takes an average of 66 days to form. Every new habit, on average, by the time you start it and by the time you're really into it, 66 days. I challenge you to set your alarm for an hour earlier for the next 2 months, because really that's how long this is going to take if you're not used to getting up early. Rearranging your walking schedule will surely improve your day-to-day accomplishments in a multiple of ways. That's why I make you agree when you join our highly productive office. That's why I make you agree to the statement below when you become a freight sales agent with our office, that you will produce Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. minimum. And again, that's your local time. Will I know that you're going to do it? No, but I make you agree to it just so I can start planting that seed in your mind, because you will not be successful in this profession if you start at 10 a.m. and you wrap up at 2, okay? If you do that, then you're basically just wasting my time. So, hey, 7 to 4, what is that, 9 hours? Hey, to get going and be successful in this profession, that's what you have to do. I mean, and 9 hours is on the short end. So, any other questions, okay? Any other questions on waking up earlier, waking and getting up earlier? Well, shoot me a note, all right? Just as I said earlier, I typically check my first emails at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You got any questions for me, and you shoot me an email at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be up to answer it. That is right after my prayer and Bible time, my prayer and Bible reading time. So anyway, why do we get up early? Well, there's 7 reasons, okay? First reason, why do we become an early bird? Because early birds are more productive. They're more productive. Second reason, early birds are just flat out more successful. Third reason, early birds, because they get up early, they have more time in the day to be productive. Fourth reason, all right, is early birds, they catch a short nap whenever they require one, whether it be 11, 12, noon, and I say a short nap, 5, 10 minutes, something like that. Fifth reason, hey, get up early, you're just going to be that much more happier. Sixth reason, all right, sixth reason, early birds, they set better long-term goals. And the seven reasons is because early birds are more persistent and they're much more agreeable. 7 great reasons why you get up early and become an early bird. That's why getting up early is the best thing that you can do, not only in this profession, but also in life in general. Ready for some motivation? Well, I'm going to go over some quotes that'll get you motivated. They're my Freight Sales Success quotes. These quotes come right out of my Freight Sales Success quotes product, my book. Let's go ahead and open up that second attachment and talk about some motivation and things to remember while you become and are becoming a successful freight sales agent. That second attachment reads, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that delivering your opening statement, okay? This is because you get up early. That delivering your opening statement in a calm, confident, crisp, and articulate fashion. So remember that. Deliver your opening statement, how? In a calm, confident, crisp, and articulate fashion. Why? Because rushing and mumbling creates an undesirable impression. That's why I spoke earlier on the call today. When you call somebody, when you're talking to a gatekeeper, when you're talking to the person answering the phone, and especially when you get in contact with the shipping decision maker, sound like you've been there before, sound like you've called there before, sound like you've got something in common. And it's not going to happen when you mumble through or stumble through your intro. Again, deliver that opening statement in a calm, cool, crisp, confident, and articulate fashion. Why? Because rushing and mumbling creates an undesirable impression. Who wants to deal with somebody that's mumbling and stumbling through their intro or through their follow-up call with you. Great point. Let's move on to that third attachment, guys. In our motivation series here from my Freight Sales Success Quotes, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, for all the words in your opening statement, again, that you're going to deliver in a calm, cool, and articulate manner, for all those words, you're going to ask yourself before you say it. Remember, ask yourself before you say it, does this add, what you're saying, does it add to what you're attempting to accomplish? Okay? Because, hey, if that guy moves widgets and you think that he moves fire extinguishers, well, you better change those words from fire extinguishers to widgets, okay? Ask yourself again, did the words that you say, not only to the gatekeeper, but the shipping decision maker, do they add to what you're attempting to accomplish? If not, then delete it. Because, hey, let's face it, we're doing this to create a relationship. The best way to create a relationship is to use words that the other individual, that the receiving individual can relate to, okay? One more time, remember when you're calling your prospects and customers, for all the words in your opening statement, whether you're just making it or a follow-up call, just ask yourself before you do it, before you say it, do those words add to what you're attempting to accomplish? What are you attempting to accomplish? You're attempting to build a relationship with your shipping decision maker. If the words don't, then delete them from your opening statement and really whatever you say to your shipping decision maker, to your prospect, to your future customer. Let's go ahead and open attachment number 4. Attachment number 4 reads, for more motivation, remember, again, when you're calling your prospects and customers, on your follow-up calls, like I just talked about, on your follow-up calls, after making contact, again, your follow-up calls are after you make initial contact with your prospect, don't ask your prospects if they received your first initial email. Remember, this is on your follow-up call. After you make that initial call, you're going to send your informative email to your prospect. But when you make your follow-up call, whether it's follow-up call number 1, 2, or 3, don't ask your prospect if they received your initial email. Why? You're just going to assume that they did, all right? Don't make that email the reason for calling, all right? Don't make your initial email the reason for your calling. The reason why you're following up is to ask them questions to figure out, hey, what are you having an issue with? What difficult freight is moving this week? What challenging freight is moving this week? Don't talk about some email that, that you're wondering whether they got it or not. You're going to dig right in and build that relationship. Show them that you've got what it takes to move their freight. How do you do that? By zoning in on their pain points. What challenging freight are they moving this week? So let me just say that one more time. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers on your follow-up calls, don't ask your prospects if they received your first initial email. Just assume that they did, because you're not going to make that email the reason why you're calling. Let's go ahead and move on to that 5th attachment that I sent you, provided you're on my email contact list, guys. Remember, again, more motivation for you. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that call with questions and other new ideas. Again, anytime you make contact, you're going in there to ask questions. Not only ask questions, call with questions, but give them some new ideas. I mean, many prospects, let's face it, if you've been in this profession, many prospects, they initially object to your freight service. They just do. That's the way it is. I mean, we do it ourselves with telemarketers. But ideas and questions, boy, if you've got ideas, if you got questions for them, they create interest and curiosity. When you create interest and curiosity, it extends their time with you on the phone. So always call with questions and new ideas. Again, regardless of who you're calling, you've got new ideas, new questions for every type of business that you call. Because, hey, let's face it, your prospects, they initially object to your freight service, but new ideas and new questions will always create interest and curiosity. Let's move on to attachment number 6 there of my motivation series from my Freight Sales Success Quotes. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, and again, this just doesn't apply to waking up early, it applies to every facet of your freight sales business. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, guys, you can't go wrong by starting off with a thank you, or congratulations, or hey, I'm just thinking of you as your opening statement or your reason for calling. Here's a great example. I'm calling a company in, let's say, Green Bay or Pittsburgh or Boston, Massachusetts. It's the day after they won the Super Bowl. Boy, there's a high probability that that shipping decision maker is a Green Bay or a Pittsburgh or a or a New England Patriot fan. Start off with, hey, thinking of you, congratulations, way to go on your Super Bowl win. You think that individual is going to want to hang up the phone on you? Absolutely not. They want to take in all the bravado, everything that comes with that, just for being a fan. Or hey, it could be basketball, could be baseball. That is just one example, okay? There are so many examples. It just could be anything. So again, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, you can't go wrong by starting off with a thank you, or congratulations, or I'm just thinking of you as your opening or reason for calling. Great, great example. Let's move on to our last attachment there, guys. More motivation. My last motivation piece for you, again, coming out of my Freight Sales Success Quotes that will definitely motivate you. Remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, this deals with every aspect of your business, not only that, but life. But action is the only way. Again, action, taking action, following through, it's the only way to bridge your goals with your accomplishment. If you just think you're going to write out a list of goals and think that they're going to happen by osmosis, think again, it will never happen. Action will always be the only way to bridge goals with your accomplishment. Same with our talk today, same with my topic today. Hey, we can talk about why getting up early is the best thing for you, but if you never take action to make it happen and actually get up early, nothing will happen. You'll still be in the same rut you are, you'll be unhappy, you'll be unproductive, you'll be sleepy all day. So remember, guys, remember, when you're calling your prospects and customers, that action, taking action, following through is the only way to bridge goals with accomplishment. Great, great topic today. Again, that topic is why getting up early is the best thing you can do, not only in this profession, but in life in general. Let me finish off by concluding my call today by saying, again, do you have any questions about what I just talked about today? And let's face it, today it's a great topic. Why getting up early is the best thing that you can do. Or the main question I can ask you is, are you ready to join our top producing freight sales team? If that's a yes, then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great topics today. One more time. Why getting up early is the best thing that you can do in any aspect of your life. I am truly blessed to have you on the call today. I will talk to you all again next week, same time, 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you for joining me today on my Tuesday conference call. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all again next week. Bye-bye. You've just taken a tremendous step forward by watching and applying my Tuesday conference call highlight. Do you desire to earn and learn with our top freight team and Christian-based office? Yes? We're searching for a self-starter who's serious, motivated, and ready to take action right now. Is that you? Go to tedkeysonline.com/contacts and enter your contact details. We provide top-notch freight agent sales training to you. Then you deliver those same skills with confidence to the freight industry marketplace. I'll talk to you soon.